To me, that in some way is kind of like this symbol from spirit that you're needing to kind of, if you are single and have been isolating yourself away from people, that this is spirit saying it's time for you to come out and take advantage of opportunities that are currently surrounding you. And the hermit for some of you could mean that you have been single for a while, or that you have really been taking time to really focus on healing. Okay. The hermit energy is one that brings in a lot of introspection, a lot of reflection for us to really help us to find, our path and where we're wanting to navigate moving forward. So some of you I'm seeing that it could be that you've been staying single for a while. You feel like your love life has been stagnant, and you're feeling kind of like this eagerness to kind of get back out there. And so what I'm kind of seeing happening here for you is that with the star energy here, that this is right now that you're still optimistic, you're still hopeful about the future, about being able to find the right person. For some of you, it could even be that you're dealing with a person or situation with someone in which this person has been a little bit detached, closed off. Some of you, it can even be that you're in a no contact type of situation with someone right now. Maybe that person has been someone who's been isolating themselves, they've been withdrawn from you, and you may even kind of feel like the connection has gone kind of stagnant. There could be a fearful type of situation with someone in which they feel comfortable just kind of keeping things as they are and not really progressing and moving forward. For others of you, I'm seeing that you may be kind of finding courage or strength within yourself to kind of make some positive changes, and kind of step outside of your comfort zone. I'm seeing for some of you that you are really kind of looking for a commitment or a connection with someone that is going to be reciprocated, meaning that you are putting in energy into the connection and you're wanting to kind of receive that back from someone. For some of you, it can even be that if you are in separation or a breakup with someone, that maybe this has been a time for both of you to really kind of focus on healing. You've been trying to really kind of balance out your own feelings, your own emotions. And what I'm kind of seeing here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot is that there is this movement, there's this change that's kind of happening. So in what I'm seeing here, it's kind of like breaking away from this Four of Pentacles energy, which can be, feeling a little stuck, a little stagnant, and really having the willpower to be able to move on or move forward. The Chariot is all about willpower, determination to really lead ourselves to a place of success, and to really kind of seek out what it is that we truly want. So some of you, I'm feeling that that there's healing here. There's, for some of you, the ability to kind of move on past something that maybe you had to heal from. For others of you, I'm seeing a situation in which you could be dealing with someone who's been a little bit withdrawn. And it could be that if you are in that situation, that you finally get to, right now, you could be starting to feel some type of shift happening within the connection that you're dealing with that person, where, you're able to kind of move beyond any type of obstacles that have been kind of in place. Some of you, I feel like you could be currently in a situation where you're dealing with someone who may be kind of putting in the bare minimum or kind of committing, but I feel like you're wanting to kind of take it a step further, because we do have the Page of Pentacles here. So the Page of Pentacles can sometimes be looked at as an offer that is not very big, right? Something that's kind of a small offering, and maybe it's because the person that you're dealing with is someone who has been really hurt, they're still healing. So it could be that there's a lot of unpredictable type of energy coming with that situation with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is talking about ups and downs, cycles, unpredictability, many shifts or changes that are kind of taking place within the connection. And for other of you, this Wheels of Fortune is finally that you're able to kind of feel like things are starting to move, right? And it could be that you have been spending a lot of time alone by yourself, really reflecting, healing, working on inner child healing, shadow work, all of that kind of stuff. And it could be that you're kind of getting indication from spirit, like, hey, it's time. It's time for you to change and shift into a more optimistic, having faith, trust, belief that spirit is trying to guide you to maybe even find new love for those of you that are single. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing for those of you. Like I said, if this isn't something that you're currently going through or something that really fits, then I would suggest choosing a different pile, because you want to make sure that when we look at the 3 months from now, that it is based off of what you're currently dealing with here. Okay, this is the foundation here. So if it doesn't fit, choose a different pile. I'm also seeing that we do have the Lover's energy underneath the deck. So some of you with the Lover's card here, it could be that you are married. It could be that you are already in a committed partnership. Some of you, this can even be a divine counterpart type of situation, a soulmate, a twin flame. I'm noticing that these two little birds here, eagles, I guess, hawks, eagles, I don't know. But it looks like they've got their little beaks together, and there's this little heart, that is right here in the center. So maybe for those of you that are, say, kind of like on the twin flame journey, connected with the soulmate, or you're already in a partnership, it could be that right now, maybe you have been noticing that there has been some stagnancy or things, pretty stable, I feel like, for the most part with the Four of Pentacles, because it is about a stability. I'm also noticing you have the Two of Cups right underneath this. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So some of you, I feel like right now, it could be that you are feeling maybe a very strong emotional bond, a strong emotional connection with someone. Some of you, I am getting third party situation, okay? Because this could literally be two different connections here. Some of you can even be in a situation where you feel torn between two different connections. You could be, married or committed to someone else and then feel an emotional bond or connection to another person. So some of you can also be in that situation as well. Okay. For others of you, I'm feeling, definitely twin flame, soulmate type of energy coming through for some of you. It could be that you're also in a place right now where you're working on trying to find balance, harmony within your own energy with the Two of Cups and the Lovers. The Lovers can also be about you kind of at this point in your life right now, your love life, that you are kind of allowing spirit to kind of guide you with your heart. You're trying to make decisions and choices for your love life based on what your heart is telling you to do in that situation. For some of you, it could be a little bit of a retreat, a little bit of, I need some time, I need some space, I need to focus on healing so that I can balance out my own energies here and be open. I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, be open to give and to receive love. Like I said, for some of you, could even be dealing with someone who is, maybe it's a little bit challenging to get this person to kind of open up. There could even be some instances where there are, someone kind of holding back. But yeah, to me, I'm kind of seeing here with the Chariot. Someone's energy here now is kind of getting this forward momentum, maybe on their healing journey, is kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's pull some quick oracle messages, and then we're going to clear this away and then just kind of look at what your love life will look like 3 months from now. So let's see. Pile number 1. What does your love life look like currently? What does pile number 1's love life look like currently? We have go the distance. Okay, so to me, there's also this energy of not wanting to give up, right? Regardless if you're single, regardless if you're in a connection, going the distance to me, and also with the Chariot energy being here, it's kind of like Spirit saying that you, or, maybe you are coming out, for some of you, coming out of a dark time, coming out of a place of healing. And you're kind of feeling this energy where Spirit is saying, hey, you've already spent enough time in reflection, doing the inner work. Now it's time for you to kind of move ahead. Maybe now it's time for you to kind of make some changes and be open to love, receiving love, giving love. So let's see what else. Pile 1, what are you currently experiencing in your love life at present? And we have round and round. Okay. Yeah. So for some of you, what I was getting here, especially with the Wheel of Fortune being here, like I said, this is kind of like about the cycles that we go through, the ups and downs. For some of you, can definitely be about karmic cycles. With the round and round here, for some of you, it could be that you're kind of in a repetitive cycle, either on your own, right, where you've been staying alone, you've been focusing on healing. You may even feel like your love life, like I said, has been kind of stuck like in a rut. For others of you, it could be that you've been dealing with a situation with someone in which the same patterns of behavior keep happening over and over and over again. And some of you, it can be feeling some type of energy shift within you where you're wanting to give it your all. You're wanting to, face the challenges that may be there and kind of put those things behind you. Okay, so if this fits, then let's look at what you can expect 3 months from now within your love life. So I'm just going to get this cleared away and then we'll start that portion of the reading. Okay, pal one, so let's look at your love life 3 months from now. Let's see what is going to happen for you. Already knowing kind of the energy that you have there. So let's see, what can pile one expect in their love life 3 months from now? So I wanted to just kind of also say that this reading is timeless, okay? All of my readings are timeless, regardless of when they've been uploaded, recorded. Whenever you click on this video and the messages resonate for you, those are the messages that are meant for you at that particular time. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you watch this today. It doesn't matter if you watch it 2 years from now, 2 months from now. Whenever you watch it, it resonates. Take the messages, okay? So let's see, pile one. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? Pile number one's love life 3 months from now. Okay, so we do have the Heart of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so for many of you, this could mean that you are nurturing a committed partnership. Okay, meaning that you could have found someone, especially if you're single. That Queen of Pentacles energy here could be that you are, investing your time and energy into a committed partnership, relationship. There is stability, there's security here. So let's see what else. Pile number one. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? So we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We also have Temperance here. Okay, so for many of you, we got Sagittarius energy, but for many of you, I'm seeing this as you being able to find a balance in an existing connection. There's a lot of healing energy also that comes through with Temperance. So it could be that you are finding balance within your current situation, you're healing your situation, or it could be that you have been really patient. You are meeting and connecting with someone who may also bring a lot of balance into your love life as well. Okay, so let's see. We've also got the Nine of Wands. Okay, so some of you with the Nine of Wands energy here, it could feel that you have kind of gone through a lot in your love life, and there may have been some wounds maybe on your side, and if you are currently dealing with someone, it can also be that there are wounds that this person is healing too. But the Nine of Wands is about resilience. It's about us knowing that we're nearing the end of a really difficult or tough cycle, and for us to really kind of keep up this energy of, keep going, right? Because it's nearing completion of a cycle that we've kind of gone through. So there could be this energy that's shifting within you 3 months from now that is really like not giving up. Let's just say that if you have been someone who's been single and you've been looking for love and you've been hurt, you've been wounded, and sometimes you feel like giving up. Sometimes you get frustrated and you're like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to, I don't want to find anyone. I'm not going to look for anyone. I'm not going to put any effort in, and the Nine of Wands is really Spirit telling us, don't give up. Okay, we are resilient. Just because we have gone through something painful in the past doesn't mean that we should lose hope at finding the right person for us, okay? So let's see, what else? Pile one, what will your love life look like 3 months from now? Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is about fast, quick movement. Okay, very fast movement. So this could even be things kind of speeding up for you in your love life, changing and shifting very rapidly. Okay, the Eight of Wands energy here can even be for some of you communication that you've had with someone, and through that communication, things are starting to shift, things are starting to move. Okay, let's see what else. Pile number one, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We got some strong Sagittarius energy here. Okay, so we also have the Ace of Wands. Oh, this is beautiful. Some of you with the Ace of Wands energy here, this can be some type of chemistry, spark, potential someone that you feel a very strong attraction to. That Spirit is saying there will be a very strong kind of like spark between the two of you. Chemistry, attraction, feeling intensity of that. For others of you that are already dealing with someone, that Ace of Wands can really talk about things being kind of reignited between you and this person. So let's see what else. It could be that it's kind of like inspiring you. For some of you, the Ace of Wands could be getting your spark back, right? You feel excited about moving forward. Some of you have been really working towards healing yourself, grounding yourself, your energy. So let's see what else. What can pile one expect 3 months from now within their love life? We also have the Four of Swords. Okay. So the Four of Swords is about contemplation, reflection, rest. It could be some of you, taking some kind of a break. We do have the Two of Cups energy here. Okay. So for some of you, this is going to be maybe taking some time to think, okay, what do I want here? What do I want from commitment? What do I want from a relationship? But I am seeing the Two of Cups energy here. So some of you, this could literally be that you are, continuing to take some time to heal. Okay, you can definitely still be healing. But the Two of Cups can also be about us finding that harmony, that balance within ourselves. For some of you, this Two of Cups can also represent you meeting, connecting with a romantic partner, feeling a very strong emotional bond and connection with another person. Okay. So if you've been single and looking for love, that Two of Cups can definitely be that you are meeting a romantic partner within the next 3 months that you do feel a very intense attraction or chemistry with. Okay. So 3 months from now in love for pile number one, what can they expect? We have the Empress, okay, which is the Earth Mother here. So let's see, pile one. We have the Strength card. And then we also have Judgment. Okay. So with these energies here, for some of you, I'm seeing that there could be some type of renewal for your connection that you have maybe currently existing. For those of you where the first part of the reading was something that was kind of matching there. Judgment is about renewal. It's about release. Okay. Releasing the burdens, the pains, the heaviness, the resentment, the anger, things that we're holding on to, all of our baggage. The Judgment card is where we release it. We are in the Judgment energy. We are the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? Because we already have here the Nine of Wands where, you could have been going through a lot of challenges, feeling wounded, not wanting to continue, things of that nature. But Judgment is where we really have that opportunity to really kind of change, a lot of what we are feeling, and really choose to grow, change, evolve. We're seeing this beautiful butterfly here as well. And strength is also about us finding, balance within our feelings, our emotions, and finding that peace from within and that connection to spirit that is really kind of rejuvenating us in a way with the Judgment card. So we also have a Taurus, Libra, Leo, and Scorpio energy here. Okay, so with the Empress also being here, it could be that this is some type of unconditional love that you do find with a partner. For some of you, this can even be very serious commitment that you do find, or there are some really positive changes to someone that you could currently be dealing with, and this could be renewal of this relationship. For some of you, it can be that you've been working on healing so much that you are starting to feel very much in this empowered Empress energy, where you start to really value yourself, love yourself. You're open to nurturing, or even have someone who shows you that they value you, and that they, show you that they can see what your worth is. They're treating you in a very positive way. So to me, this Judgment card is a very positive thing, in that there's this renewal that is brought into your love life. And I feel like I said, many of you have been working really hard on your healing, growing, evolving, looking back to your past. What did you learn from it? How can you become a better version of self? And really having the strength and the courage to be able to find that balance within your own feelings, your own emotions, and really kind of keep yourself open to, a love that you're truly, I feel like, worthy of. Okay, so let's look at what else you can expect 3 months from now. Pile number one. What can you expect 3 months from now in your love life? Pile number one, 3 months from now in their love life. What can they expect? Okay, so we have chemistry here, and it says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. We also have let go of control issues, and it says allow the situation to unfold naturally. We also have pay attention to the red flags, and it says the signs are cautioning you. Okay, so the let go of control issues can be that you, or even if you're dealing with another person, that you not try to force a situation to happen. Okay, you just kind of allow things to unfold the way that they're meant to. It could be that you're, starting to kind of release the need to try to force a situation, to rush it. We also have pay attention to the red flags. So now some of you, it could be that are noticing that there's still some red flags that maybe you could potentially be seeing in another person. Those of you that are going to be actively dating, sometimes when we're dating, we don't always meet the right person on the right first date, right? It could be that this is someone that you meet and connect with, and this is Spirit saying pay attention, right? We want to make sure that the people that we're connecting to are ones that are being truly serious. They are ones that see our value, our worth, and that they're showing us that they're putting in the effort. So if there's anybody that you could be dealing with in the next 3 months, just kind of be aware, you be discerning when you are dating, especially if you're single, that if someone is not showing you that they're putting in the effort, the time, the energy, that can also be where you need to kind of take a break and really take some time to think about things, and think about whether or not it's worth it to release that person, right? Not trying to force the connection to happen. So like if you notice that you're the person that's having to put in all the effort, all the work, and the person is not doing that same thing for you, that can be a need for you to also cut that person off, right? And really kind of go for the one that is putting in the effort, showing you the effort. We also have very soon at the bottom, and it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay, so this to me is also you being able to find this connection with the right person. Yes, if you're actively dating, like I said, you may not always meet the right person on that first date that you go on. So just make sure that they are a person that is treating you well. Okay, so let's see. Pile number one, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have release, okay? And that's what we're seeing with Judgment. So releasing things from the past, letting go of old patterns of behavior, letting go of our baggage, anything else that we're holding on to. Some of you could even be deciding, you know what? There has been someone that I've been connected to, and this person has not been putting in the effort. So you could be deciding 3 months from now, you know what? I'm going to let it go, right? Because I know and trust that Spirit will guide me to the right person. We also have a voyage. Okay, so this can be some type of movement change that is taking place. Okay, movement forward. Let's see, what else? Some of you can even be traveling and connecting with someone new. We have love. Okay. Tile one, what can you expect 3 months from now? We also have patience. Okay, which we were seeing with the Temperance card earlier. So Spirit saying, be patient with this new love, coming into your life. We definitely have love here. Okay, So what can pile one expect in their love life? We have here and now. Okay. So yeah, I'm also noticing here, like we have past, we have future. And then in the present moment, there's a door that's here, right? And it's spirit kind of reminding us, you are here, right? Don't focus on the past. Don't focus so much on, how something's going to work in the future, like, right? Because we have let go of control issues here. It's like spirit is wanting you that 3 months from now that you focus on that time, right? Especially if you're meeting and connecting with someone new, that you're not like trying to plan everything out so far in advance, that you are enjoying the present moment, right? You're enjoying it, you're focused on it, you're taking advantage of those opportunities that are available to you. Okay, so this is really spirit wanting you to continue to keep yourself grounded, whether it's right now or 3 months from now, in your love life. Okay, let's see what else. We have mending here. Okay, so like I said, many of you focusing on healing. Some of you could be working towards mending a relationship that you're currently dealing with. Okay, and we also have higher power here, which to me, like I said, for many of you, it is going to be that you are focusing on, I feel like, allowing yourself to be led by spirit, connecting in with your higher self. It could be that you are becoming this better version of yourself, one that is truly recognizing your worth, your value, right? And not settling for less than that. Okay? So let's see what else. We have Dragonfly here, and it says live life to the fullest. Okay, so living life to the fullest within your love life, which means enjoying your time, right? Having fun, letting go of things that are bringing stress or chaos. And, we have leadership here, and it says set your goals. So setting goals can also be something that is super important for a love life, not just for career and finances, but if we say, okay, you know what, this is the kind of person I'm looking for. I want someone who sees me, who values the connection that we have. So it can be that you are taking the lead here, or being courageous enough to not settle for less than you deserve, right? You want to make sure that you're removing certain people or situations out of your life that are not making you feel, that it's really truly worth it. If you feel like this person is, that you're dealing with is making you feel sad or confused all the time, or, that can really be you connecting in with your higher self and you listening to your intuition to help you to navigate to where, if you're meant to move on from something, if you're meant to connect with someone. Okay, so I feel like that's important for you there as well, pal one. We also have self-reliance here, and it says don't be afraid to fly solo. Okay, so for some of you, like I said, if you are single, or even if you're in a situationship and you notice that the person is not, like I said, not showing you that they see your worth, that they value you, that they value the connection, don't be afraid of letting go. Don't be afraid of letting that person go and opening yourself up to someone who is. Okay, so that may be a very specific message for some of you there as well. So let's see what else, pile one. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have the ego here. Okay, so the ego can sometimes bring in a lot of fear-based thinking, doubts that we have about situations. So that can be a need for you to also kind of let go of any of those negative type of thoughts or self-sabotaging behaviors that you might have. Okay, we also have the one. Okay, so many of you, like I said, you could be meeting someone who is very important to you, someone who you feel a very strong emotional connection to. You could be finding, like I said, the one, the person you're meant to be with. Okay, for some of you. Let's see what else. What can you expect in your love life? We have fondness here, and it says gently honor the soft feelings between you. Don't rush right now. Okay. And then we also have distance. So some of you, this can even be that you do connect with someone who does live at a distance from you. Maybe there is travel that is required with this connection. For some of you, we do have romance at the bottom. Okay. So for many of you that have been single, this is really positive change that's kind of happening within your love life. And like Spirit is saying here, if you find that you're in a situation where you keep dating and you keep meeting and connecting with the wrong people, don't be afraid of holding out for the right one. Okay? Let's see. Right? The sooner that we let go of what is not meant for us, the sooner that spirit is able to see, oh, okay, how one's learned the lessons that they needed to go through, right? These lessons were important. Sometimes it can be really painful, but sometimes they're very necessary for us, for our soul, to learn specific lessons here. Okay? We have emotions are running high. We also have a time for healing. And we have a new romantic cycle begins. I love it. Okay. So these emotions can be running high. They could be, of course, many different emotions. They could be feeling scared. They could be feeling afraid. They could be feeling excitement. They can be feeling, even the energy for those of you that say you're going to be letting go of someone, right? It could be that you feel nervous, you feel scared, you feel afraid to let someone go that hasn't been giving you the right time and energy, right? And that could be that through that, you find that this is a time for healing so that you can really kind of open yourself up to something new here. Okay. So let's see what else. Pile 1. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have look to your inner strength, and it says you are stronger than you realize. And then we also have love is all around you. And it says there is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. Okay? Which is what Spirit is really wanting you to focus on that. And then at the bottom of the deck, we do have receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Okay? So receive with love and appreciation. So the last message that we're going to do here is just a little guidance that Spirit might have for you guys. And let's get to that. Okay. So pile 1, what is your final message for this 3 months of love prediction here? What message does Spirit have for you? Okay. So it says, great things are done by a series of small things brought together, and that is by Vincent van Gogh. And it says, I love who I am becoming. Okay, I love who I am becoming. And like I said, we've got the Empress here, so it's really you doing so much work, I feel like, yourself. And the Empress is a symbol of unconditional love, nurturing, respect, dignity, love and creation, and it's a very, very beautiful energy. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 1. I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So for those of you that resonated with the Essential Tarot, this is going to be a reading. So this first part of the reading, we're looking at to what you are currently dealing with in your love life right now, and then we're going to compare that to what you can experience in your love life 3 months from now. Okay, so if this first part does not really resonate, it doesn't fit with what you're currently dealing with, then I would suggest choosing a different pile. Okay, because those predictions are going to be based off of what that energy is. Okay, so let's see, pile 2. So pile number 2, what are you currently dealing with in your love life right now, present moment? What are you dealing with in your love life right now? Pile number 2. Okay, so we do have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so the 8 of Swords can be a very challenging energy. This can be when we are kind of stuck in a cycle of obsessively thinking about a situation, about someone. I'm noticing that in this 8 of Swords energy, there's a bunch of swords that are kind of going through this heart here. So some of you, it can be that there is a love situation that you're currently dealing with. You could be healing from something. Some of you, it could have been like a breakup that you've had, or maybe even doing a lot of negative thinking if you're single. The Eight of Swords can be a lot of self-sabotaging types of thoughts. It could be a lot of, thinking worst case scenario, like what if I never find the right person? Or, even if you're in a challenging or difficult love situation at present, it could be that you maybe cannot stop thinking about someone, or that you're obsessively checking on them or obsessing about a person. So take that how it resonates. But yeah, the Eight of Swords is when we willingly keep ourselves stuck in a mental prison. Not that we mean to do it, because of course we can't stop a lot of those intrusive thoughts that come in, but we can become more mindful of them and try to be aware that we are kind of letting ourselves kind of get into that space where we cannot think clearly. We have clouded judgment. We're not able to perceive certain situations in a clear way. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile 2. What are you currently dealing with in your love life? And that is going to be Gemini energy so far. What is pile 2 currently dealing with in their love life at present? We have the Five of Swords, okay? So also a very challenging energy, okay? The Five of Swords can be feeling defeated by love. It can be that you're dealing with some type of conflict that is involving another person. You're experiencing a lot of challenges in your love life right now. You could have had a falling out with someone. For some of you, it could have been conflict, differences, challenges, incompatibility, an argument, a lot of tension that you're feeling. For some of you, okay? Let's see what else. What is pile number 2 currently dealing with? And we do have Aquarius energy. 7 of Cups, okay? So the 7 of Cups can be a lot of fantasizing, dreaming. Some of you could be in a situation right now where you feel very clouded, very confused. Sometimes the 7 of Cups can lead to delusion or illusions, with us not being able to see something clearly. The 7 of Cups can also be when we feel very overwhelmed emotionally. It can be when there are many different thoughts that are kind of racing through our mind. There could be choices, decisions that we have to make, for our love life. Some of you that are actively dating here, it could be that you have, been dating of, different people, and you feel like I feel like maybe getting pulled in by some people who may not necessarily say have the best intentions, because the 7 of Cups is really kind of like this message where we can get kind of fooled by things. We can get kind of drawn in by someone who may not have the best intentions, may not be someone who's serving our highest good, but it's kind of like it's something that is kind of leading us to them. And it could be that we're kind of keeping ourselves stuck in an illusion, in a fantasy, in a delusion if we let it to go that far, right? It could be that someone is masking, or that we're kind of keeping ourselves stuck in an illusion about a love situation, okay? So let's see what else. So it looks like a little bit of some challenging energy here that you're dealing with, pile 2. So if this isn't really fitting what you're going through, you can choose either pile 1 or pile 3. But let's see what else. Pile 2. What are you experiencing in your love life at present? We also have the Queen of Wands. What is pile 2 currently dealing with in their love life? We have the Queen of Swords. We have, wow, Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is a lot of pain, heartache. Some of you, it could be that you've had gone through a really painful breakup, separation with a person. And if that is the case, maybe it's been really hard for you to be able to move on or move forward. You're still thinking about the person, dreaming about the person, like, trying to see, is it possible to kind of get past the conflict, the challenges that are here? The seven of the Ten of Swords can also be betrayal, right? Feeling hurt by someone that felt like they betrayed us. With the Queen of Swords energy here, some of you could be, those of you that are actually dealing with someone, you could be dealing with someone who really maybe said something to you, said some painful words. The person could even be acting very cold, very detached, disconnected from their feelings, their emotions. Some of you are feeling very hurt right now, confused right now. And I feel like this has definitely been a blow. With the Queen of Wands energy here, I feel like you guys are super, I feel like almost like this situation has taken away from you, okay? Because the Queen of Wands is a very beautiful, very empowered energy, one that is very confident. And I almost feel like those of you that have had to deal with a situation like this, it's kind of taken a lot away from you, taken a lot just from you, draining, I feel like mentally exhausting, emotionally exhausting. With the Queen of Swords energy here, it can even be that you are someone who's now very guarded, very protective of your own heart space. Those of you that are single, it could be like, you know, literally that you dread trying to date and trying to find someone because you can just feel like I've tried so much, I've put myself out there, I keep meeting the wrong people, you know, and just kind of feel like totally tired of it, you know, in a way, just like so just I feel like the mental anguish surrounding that type of energy. So let's see what else. Pile 2. We've also got Libra energy here as well. Okay, lots of air sign energy. So what is pile 2 currently dealing with in their love life? Knight of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so I'm feeling that there's some of you that are dealing with some type of situation, that you have some type of wish or dream. For some of you that have had a breakup, it could be, you know, wishing or hoping or fantasizing even about reconciliation. And it could be that you feel defeated. You feel like you really want to be with this person and to kind of make things work out. You could feel a very strong chemistry, attraction to someone. For those of you that are single, I feel like almost kind of like getting yourself back out there, you know, like you're wanting to take decisive action in your love lives and maybe change things around for yourself, cut through any of the confusion or clouded kind of thoughts or the feeling of defeat, the negative thoughts, right? Sometimes we can have a very pessimistic type of mindset. Some of you are trying to change and work through that and really work on your healing, really work on doing things in your life that do bring satisfaction, that bring happiness. You have certain wishes, dreams for your future, being able to find someone who does, you know, have or find value within you. But yeah, some of you, I'm getting that you could be dealing with someone who's a little bit more emotionally disconnected, detached. Someone that you do feel a strong attraction to. Okay, I feel like there's definitely attraction and chemistry there between you and this person. But I just feel like maybe the things haven't gone in the right way or the way that you'd expected or hoped that they would. And so that can be something that's very painful, very discouraging, frustrating. Some of you, I'm picking up that you're dealing with rejection, abandonment wounds from a person. Some of you can even be healing those things if you are from being single. Okay, so what we're going to do, let's see, what else do we have here? Pisces, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius energy. So if this kind of fits with what you are currently dealing with in your love life right now, okay, then you can keep on watching. I'm going to clear this away, and then we're going to get started with what you can expect in your love life 3 months from now. If it does not fit, like I said, you're more than welcome to choose a different pile to see how those kind of fit into what you could be experiencing. Okay. Okay, pile 2. So let's see about your love life 3 months from now. So just keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? Whenever we are asking questions in the tarot about the future, nothing is set in stone. Meaning that if there's anything within this energy that does come through and you don't really like it, know that you have the power to change it, okay? Based off of your own actions. If you are currently dealing with another person, then it can also be, you know, maybe you make some changes surrounding that energy too, okay? Because this is only a projection of what is possible, potential, but ultimately it is up to you, okay, to change the dynamic. Okay, so pile 2, what can you expect in your love life? 3 months from now, we saw some very challenged energy, okay? Maybe for some of you, it is going through that healing and really kind of gaining your confidence back, okay? Starting to kind of cut through a lot of that mental stuff and really trying to make decisive action to really, I feel like, find, someone in your love life that is going to bring you the happiness and fulfillment that you're also seeking. So some of you could be kind of like on your way out of that, you know, finally gaining some clarity that we saw with that Queen of Swords, right? Seeing the truth of certain situations, be more objective about certain situations that you've gone through that have been very challenging for you. So let's see, pile 2, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? 3 months from now for pile 2, what can you expect in love? We have the 7 of Pentacles, okay? So the 7 of Pentacles energy here, meaning 3 months from now, some of you can really be taking some time to, it could be that you're really kind of focusing and shifting your career, even for some of you on your career, right? You're working towards bringing kind of like your stable energy back, okay? So let's see what else. We also have thriving, okay? What can pile 2 expect in their love life 3 months from now? We also have release, okay? So some of you, it could be a need for releasing something or someone, or maybe even a particular mindset that you have, right? Because in that time of solitude, it's not always a bad thing, right? That can be us working on ourselves. It could be us working on healing. It could be kind of gaining our confidence in ourselves back, our self-esteem, our self-worth, right? And those of you that are actually doing the work over the next 3 months, it could be that you have, like I said, this kind of clarity, right? You know what you want. You are honoring that. You're honoring what your heart, your mind, your soul is kind of calling you to do. And sometimes that time that we do take in solitude is something that is very replenishing, very rejuvenating for us. So also, as you work towards releasing, right, whatever it is that you need to release here, it helps you with more growth, more expansion, being able to kind of have a different viewpoint of what you could be experiencing here. So let's see what else. Pile 2, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have a leg up, okay? So for some of you, this can even be that there is someone around you, a friend, maybe a new friend that you make, or someone who's supportive, a family member who's kind of helping you to kind of get out of the stagnancy, get out of the rut, right? It could be that you feel some type of energy changing or shifting within you as well. Look at that. We've got regeneration here. Okay. So to me, this is also release. Again, release of that. It reminds me a lot of the Judgment card in the tarot. So let's see what else. What can pile 2 expect in their love life 3 months from now? We have come to the edge. Okay. Now this could be that some of you are actually taking the risk or taking the leap of faith into unlimited potential possibility, putting yourself out there, dating again. Okay. For others of you, it could be that you are actually letting someone go, right? Letting the past go, finding rejuvenation within yourself, right? You have maybe even spirit, maybe your higher self is like, come on, let's go. Let's do something new, right? Let's let go of the past and focus on thriving into the future. Okay. Let's see what else. We've also, look at that, new life. Okay. New life. So some of you, that is going to be new opportunities in love. For some of you, it is just this energy that's changing and shifting within you, that you no longer fall for anyone's baloney. You are seeing things clearly. You're able to get yourself out of that stuck energy, especially if you've been stuck on a particular someone or stuck in a particular mindset of that I'm never going to meet the right person. It's all about releasing even those old thoughts, right? Sometimes it's not even about releasing another person. It's about us releasing the old self, right? The old self that believes that we're not worthy of love, or the old self that is too fearful of opening our heart up and being vulnerable. Okay? So pile 2, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have discover your courage. Okay, and that could be something that you're really finding within yourself as you work towards healing, is finding your courage to be able to let things go of the past. Also, just really quick, I forgot to say this at the beginning. Whenever you click on this video, okay, if it resonates for you, that's the message that is meant for you at this time. So it doesn't matter if you watch this reading the day that I post it or if you watch it 3 years from now. If it resonates, take the message, okay? This is a timeless reading. So let's see. Child, choose love life 3 months from now. What can they expect? Okay, so we have leadership here, and it says set your goals, right? Pile 1 got this card as well. I was saying that goals are important, especially for your love life. You would think that, okay, I have to set goals for career, I have to set goals for my spiritual path, but setting goals for your love life is also something that's extremely important, right? That we're not giving up on the goals that we have. If there's something that we want to experience, if there's something that we want to achieve, right? A type of connection, a type of person, something that we're really looking for. Why should we settle for less than that? Why should we take less than what we deserve? Okay? So this is really about you having and thinking about what your own goals are for your love life, right? If you're someone who wants to have a family, if you're someone who wants to have, a partner that you can travel with, someone that you can laugh with, someone that respects you, right? These should all be things that you have, right? So think about what those are. And that's where this energy of solitude is a good thing, right? We're using that time that we are single or that we're, spending time alone constructively, right? We're thinking about who we are, what we want, what our desires are, what our needs are from a partner, okay? So keep those things in mind too, and don't settle, don't take less than that, okay? Let's see, pile 2, what can you expect in love? Okay, so we do have letting go here, and it says learn to let go. Okay, so some of you, yes, you will be releasing or maybe even letting go of someone who's been kind of keeping you stuck. It could be that you're letting go of something within yourself. Okay, for some of you, we have resilience here, and it says rise above tribulations. Okay, so those of you, like I said, where you were dealing with some really challenging energy, right? A lot of it mental, some of it emotional. It could be that you're finding resilience within yourself, right? You have the courage, the power to be able to move on from situations with people who are not serving your highest good. You're letting those go. For those of you where you've been single and you don't really have anybody, then that resilience could be, just because you've had not the best experience in love in the past, that you feel like, you know what, why should I just, give up, right? That you find that you have the strength enough to keep going, to kind of really kind of regenerate yourself, work on yourself, heal yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself, right? And you have the courage to seek what it is that you truly want from a romantic partner. So let's see what else. Pile 2. Pile 2. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have stay optimistic. Okay, and it says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Okay. We have very soon here. And it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Okay. How to, what can you expect? We also have attraction here. And it says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay. So to me, that also says a lot about your own energy, right? Where is your energy at? What kind of people are you attracting? Okay. We have children, and it says your love life is being affected by children. Now, for some of you, yes, it could be literally that there are children that are involved in your situation. For others of you, it can be that there is some inner child healing to do. Okay. It can also be that you're dealing with someone who is emotionally immature. Okay, or you yourself may have emotional immaturity that you're needing to work on really healing there. I am seeing new love at the bottom, and it says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay, so this can definitely be something there for you as well. So let's see. New love. Pile number 2. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have ask for help. And it says, what do you really need? Be willing to accept support. Okay, and that ask for help. I mean, of course, it can be friends, it could be family members, somebody that you trust, but it can also be you connecting in with your spirit guides, connecting in with your guardian angels, connecting in with your ancestors, your passed on loved ones, right? Getting advice from them, having them to show you some type of sign or synchronicity or numbers or whatever way in which you communicate with your spirit team, that you ask them, right, for help, for clarity, so that you know what to do next in your situation. Okay. We have take a chance on love, and it says, when we love, our lives are changed forever. Okay. So many of you, it is going to be about taking the leap of faith into something new, right? Opening yourself up to that. We also have the heart of the matter, and it says there is more going on than meets the eye. So, and look at this. We have this little baby that's sleeping here, and there's this angel that's kind of coming in and kind of orchestrating everything, right? So many of you may feel like your love life is not doing anything, going anywhere, but this is spirit kind of giving you confirmation that there is more happening on a spiritual level in your love life than you actually realize. This is your ancestors, guardian angels, your whole spirit team trying to orchestrate things that are meant for you, right? So this is where your intuition really kind of serves you to trust what your gut feeling is, okay? Not from the ego where something is about fear and doubt and fear-based way of thinking, right? Or clinginess or obsessive energy. That is not intuition, okay? So this is where it's time for you to really tap into what your intuition, your gut feeling is guiding you to do. So let's see, pile 2. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have don't let pride get in your way. Okay, don't let pride get in your way. And we also have the end of a tough cycle approaches. At the bottom of the deck, we have expect powerful change. And now that powerful change can be something that's also happening with inside you, right? It could be powerful change that's taking place over the next 3 months in your love life. Okay. So the last little message we're going to get here is just some advice, guidance the spirit has for you. Pile number 2. Okay. So guidance to kind of keep in mind as you go through these next 3 months. So what message does pile 2 need to hear? Okay, look at that. It says love is not just looking at each other, it's looking in the same direction. Okay? Meaning that both of you, anybody, right, that you're involved with, if the two of you are not in alignment, right? If this person is wanting something, you're wanting something completely different, it's not just, love is not enough, is basically what Spirit is saying. Love is not enough. Okay, it really, because we can feel in love with someone, we can feel a passion, we can feel attraction, we can feel all of these things, but are you aligned with that person, right? It takes more than that to really create a stable, harmonious relationship with someone. It takes learning how to communicate. It's about being able to learn how to resolve differences, challenges that are in the connection, right? And if you're meeting with someone and even though you love them, you notice that this person does not have those skills that are helping to lead to a balanced, stable, committed partnership, and that's something that you're really wanting. Sometimes we have to make that decision to let that person go because their energy may not be in alignment with what we really want for ourselves, okay? So this is really Spirit saying that if you do love someone, right? You do meet and you love that person. That if both of you are not having that same vision of what you want for the future, right? It may not be the right person for you. Okay, so it's about both of you being in alignment with each other. And it says, I open my heart to love. Okay, so opening your heart to love, but also knowing that it's not just about love. It's really, you know, for the two of you to really come together and really make sure that they are truly the right person. Because sometimes, like I said, love is not enough. It takes a lot more than that, a lot of work. All relationships require a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of understanding, just because it's like a soulmate or it's a twin flame or it's a karmic partner or it's a kindred spirit, doesn't matter. All of them, we're all human, right? It takes so much, uh, to actually make connections work, right? Even if you get married, even if you commit to someone, the work doesn't stop, right? The learning how to communicate with each other doesn't stop, okay? So it's more than that. It takes so much for that. And I feel like that is something that Spirit is wanting you to kind of keep in mind, okay, moving forward for those of you that is something that resonates, okay? So pile 2, I'm going to leave it here for you. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So for those of you that chose the Wandering Star Tarot, this is going to be your reading today, and we're looking into your love life right now versus 3 months from now, what you can expect. Okay, so just keep in mind that it is a general reading. Not all of the messages may resonate to your situation specifically. This first part of the reading, we're looking at your love life right now. If this is not what is going on in your love life, then you may want to choose a different pile, because the prediction for 3 months from now is going to be based off of what this energy is, okay? So if this doesn't fit, you might want to choose pile 1 or pile 2. Okay, so pile number 3. What is currently going on in your love life, pile 3? What is currently going on in pile 3's love life? Okay, so we do have the Devil. So we do have Capricorn energy. We have Judgment. What is going on in pile 3's love life? We also have the Ten of Wands. We have the Star. We have the Tower. Okay, so this Tower energy, now what I'm kind of getting for some of you, I am picking up going through a divorce, a separation for some of you. Okay. For others of you, I'm seeing that there has been maybe some major change, major upheaval that you've kind of got going on in your love life with the Tower energy. Okay. It could be that you are releasing something, you're releasing someone. Many of you, I feel like you're focused on healing. Okay. With the Star energy, I'm seeing the Star and the Tower, which is cool because we have card number 15, 16, and 17. Okay, so they kind of happen kind of like in order in the tarot that way. So let's see what is currently going on in pile 3's love life. Pile 3's love life. Okay, so we do have the King of Wands. We also have the Hierophant. Five of Pentacles. The Hermit. And then we also have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so we do have a bunch of major arcana that are here, okay? We've got the Devil, Judgment, the Star, the Tower, the Hermit, the Hierophant, okay? Those are going to be the major kind of things that are kind of happening in your love life right now, okay? The other ones are really just talking about like the smaller things that are kind of going on. But we started off here with the Devil, okay? Now the Devil could literally be that you are someone who is kind of stuck in with an attachment to someone, okay? It can be some type of attachment. It can even be kind of feeling stuck or restricted in some type of toxic situation. For some of you, like I said, I'm picking up for some of you, it could be going through the middle of a separation, a divorce, a breakup. Some of which this could be that you are healing. For some of you, I'm getting that this is abandonment. Maybe there has been a person that has abandoned you, okay? With the Five of Pentacles, I'm noticing that she's got this little tear in her eye here, okay? The Hermit is also an energy of solitude, being alone, being single, spending time alone. Some of you, I'm getting that this is a family situation, going through a separation, divorce, not really knowing. Some of you do have children, okay? And there is this feeling of a void, emptiness, loss that I'm seeing. Some of you, like with the Hierophant, I'm seeing this as a marriage, okay? Marriage, family type of situation. Some of you, there could have been a partner that could have left you. There could be separation, distance between you and this person. Some of you, I'm getting that you're even in a no contact situation with that specific person. Some of you, it looks like you could be getting out of a toxic relationship, letting go of a toxic relationship. Others of you, I feel like, especially if you're single, this devil energy can be a lot of fears that you have about putting yourself back out there. And it could feel that you are at this place in your love life right now where, with the Ten of Wands energy here, you're holding on to a lot of baggage, a lot of stuff from your past. And this could include, stuff from your childhood, stuff from past relationships that you've gone through. And the Ten of Wands is when we feel heavily burdened, stressed, carrying a lot of that stuff that we're needing to let go of. And I'm seeing that there is a release that's happening here, because we do have the Tower, we have the Star card. The Tower would be that major upheaval, major shift, major change. It's kind of like Spirit's way of helping us to be able to let go or to release something that is not in alignment with us, or something that is not meant for us. Okay, that Tower can bring in huge changes into our lives, and it can be very sudden, very unexpected, and it can bring in a lot of very chaotic energy. Can sometimes feel like our whole world is being flipped upside down. Okay, sometimes that Tower can really talk about epiphanies, awakenings, realizations that you have, kind of seeing your love life in a whole different way. So for some of you, it can really be that you are releasing and letting go of this feeling of void, of emptiness, of lack, right? That if I don't have someone, that I feel empty. If I don't have someone, I feel void. So I'm seeing with the Hierophant energy here too, the Hierophant is all about lessons, and it's these lessons that we learn in life that are gained through experience. And sometimes those experiences can be really challenging, they can be really painful, they can make us feel like we're alone in it. And with the Hermit energy, it could be that you've spent a lot of time alone, healing, reflecting. Some of you, I'm feeling like you are dealing with someone who you feel a very strong attraction to, very strong desire towards, passionate energy towards this person. And some of you, I'm also picking up that there could have been ghosting with this person abandoning you. It could be also complete opposite. Remember, the energy is fluid within the tarot, so it can even be complete opposite, where you may have shut someone else out. There could have been some type of change that is taking place in your connection with another person. With the Ten of Cups energy here, it could be that you're really working towards finding happiness. And I feel like that's first and foremost happening within yourself. Many of you, I'm seeing that you are really releasing a lot of these things that you're holding on from the past. Judgment is where we find renewal. Okay, it is where we are able to release our past. We look back on it. We see, mistakes that we've made, things that we've learned, choices that we've made. What were the consequences of those? Judgment is basically karma. Okay, basically karma. So many of you, it could be that you are kind of stepping up into this place right now where you could be accepting certain situations for where they are, what they currently are in your love life. And judgment is an opportunity for us to release everything that we've been holding on to: resentment, anger, pain, stress, burdens, heaviness, all of these things. And this is where we finally get relief. We're able to let it go. We're able to find ourselves as kind of like this phoenix rising from the ashes and find renewal. within ourselves. The star is also beautiful energy that's very restorative. So even if you currently could be going through something that is particularly challenging right now, whether it's happening external to you or that change is happening internal to you, we have the star here, and the star is kind of like the calm after the storm of the tower. The star energy does bring in healing. It brings in a renewed sense of faith, a renewed sense of hope, right? That, sometimes the universe will kind of bring in tower moments into our life to kind of shake us up and to realize there are certain things that we need to let go of, whether it's a person, a situation, a way of thinking, right? So I am feeling that there is a lot of growth that is also happening for you. So many of you, it can be that you are releasing something or someone from your past, and through that you could be regaining your sense of confidence and motivation to be able to honor the energy inside of you, to be able to let go of fears, insecurities, obsessive nature, desire towards someone who's not really a fit for you, right? Or even if you're going through your separation, you're going through a divorce right now, it could be that, you start to find healing through all of this, and find connection, especially for those of you that have children. In this whole situation can be really challenging, very difficult. You can feel completely abandoned by a partner. It could be that you're struggling, you're feeling challenged right now, and I feel like with the star energy here, it's like spirit's way of trying to tell you everything's going to be okay. Okay, everything will be okay. And with the hermit energy here, it could be that you have been spending a lot of time alone, doing a lot of healing, doing a lot of inner work, doing a lot of reflection, and thinking about how to try to navigate through this maybe a little bit of a challenging time. Some of you, I'm seeing that you are dealing with someone who there could be separation between you and this person right now, and you're feeling a sense of loss. The person can also be feeling a sense of loss right now, and it could be that you're currently in a no contact situation, which I am seeing for some of you. It could be that there's a lot of lessons that you are learning right now, regardless if you're single or in a relationship, situationship, whatever it is. The Hierophant being here is all about our values, our belief systems, our morals, and it could be that you're really kind of taking some time to think about how those values are really serving you at this time. Are they hindering you in your love life, or are they helping you? Okay, but I'm definitely seeing this very restorative energy, and I'm seeing with the Ten of Cups energy here that for some of you, it is seeing light at the end of the tunnel. It is being able to kind of navigate and help your way through maybe a difficult or challenging time that you have experienced. And now's the time for the end of this tough cycle that you have been going through or even feeling very challenged by. And I'm feeling like this is a time to also release yourself from, the energy of the devil here as well, because this can be something that is very restrictive, very oppressive. It keeps us stuck in a place of fear or doubt or insecurities, or, even obsessive energy towards someone, attachment, codependency, addictions. That could be some type of issue within the connection. So I'm feeling there's this huge change. Like I said, you have lots of major arcana here. So these are big things that are happening for you within your love life, which tells me that maybe 3 months from now, you're going to see some serious changes. But we'll just kind of have to see how that goes. So we've got Taurus energy here. We've got Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn. We also have Pisces. We already got we've got some Taurus energy here as well. Okay. We've also have Sagittarius that I'm seeing here. Also Leo and Aries. Okay. So if this kind of fits what you got going on, right, in your love life right now, then you can keep on watching, and we're going to see what is going to happen for you in the next 3 months. If this doesn't really fit your situation, you're more than welcome to choose pile number 1 or pile number 2. So I'm going to get this cleared away, and then we're going to get right into what you can expect in the next 3 months. Okay, pile 3. So let's see what you can expect over the next 3 months in love. Okay, so just keep in mind that if there is something that comes through that you're not particularly liking, know that because the future has not happened yet, you have the power to change the outcomes, right? Based off of your own choices, your own decisions, okay? So let's see, pile 3. What can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? 3 months from now in love for pile number 3. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, so the Four of Swords to me is about, for some of you, it's a period of bringing your mind to a state of peace, right? So let's just say right now you're kind of feeling all rattled all over the place. You feel, there's so much going on, so much changes. 3 months from now, to me, this is peace, right? Peace of mind. It could be that you are maybe in a place of recovering from something, resting, quiet, clarity, being able to, maybe for some of you can even be meditating, right? And you're able to find that sense of calm. Okay, so let's see, pile 3. What can you expect 3 months from now in love? We have the Three of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, this Three of Cups can be you're out, you're connecting with people. You could be dating for some of you with the Three of Cups. It could be that you have really the support of friends, of family, getting together, having a good time. Okay, let's see what else. Right, almost kind of like in a way reconnecting with the world, in a way. Okay, so pile 3. What can you expect the next 3 months in your love life? 3 months from now, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so this, of course, because many of you are going to be in very different situations. Some of you single, some of you situationships, some of you relationships. The Ace of Cups is about renewal. Okay, so for many of you, it can be that there is some type of renewal in a connection. Maybe if you've been having challenges with a person, right? That Ace of Cups can be that after a period maybe of no contact, or kind of maybe things being a little bit crazy, that Ace of Cups is really kind of bringing in healing for you. It's bringing in an opportunity for renewal, maybe within yourself, or maybe even within a new love situation. For others of you, that Ace of Cups, if you are single, it could literally be that there is a new opportunity that is being brought in for you, to connect with someone, a new opportunity in love. Okay, so let's see what else. Pile 3. What can you expect 3 months from now in your love life? We have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands here. So some of you, this can be connecting with someone new. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It can feel a very passionate connection that you might have to this person. Okay, it can even be your own energy where you kind of get your fire back, you get your spark back, and you're eager to meet people, connect with people, looking like here she's got her cup here. So it could be that you are really someone who's more, say, open and receptive, right? Especially if you've been going through a lot in your love life, that you find that renewal and peace within yourself. Okay, so let's see, pile 3. What can you expect? We've also got the Hangman. Okay, so the Hangman energy is important because for you, pile 3, this is a shift in perspective. Okay, this could be that you were 3 months from now, that you are seeing your love life in a completely different light. Okay, and I feel like it could be for the better, for the positive, right? It could be that you're looking back to the past, everything that you've gone through, everything that you've overcome. You're, for some of you, letting go of things from the past, and it's kind of like having this renewed sense of self. So let's see what else, pile 3. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so to me, this is about you finding more balance within your love life, more harmony. It could even be that if you are someone who's actively dating, that you have choices, you have options, you have people to compare, right? You can say, okay, well, I've gone out with these 2 people. Which one is going to be the better fit? Right? For some of you, it can also be learning how to juggle, right? Time for your love life, right? If you have time for work and time for friends and time for, having a good time, it could be that you're learning how to incorporate dating, right, in your life again. For some of you, can be working towards finding balance, maybe in a current situation that you've got going on, okay? Or just kind of finding that restorative balance within yourself, okay? So take that how it resonates. We also have the Six of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Wands is going to be a beautiful energy here because the Six of Wands is about Some of you, it could be finally getting the recognition that you deserve, right? Especially if you're dating someone new or interested in someone. It could be that you are someone who's very stand out. You're getting a lot of attention. You're having people come up to you for dates. It could be that you're also recognizing someone else who's maybe has caught your eye in that as well. But the Six of Wands is about a celebration. It's about a victory, a triumph, you've an achievement, right? Especially for those of you that have had a really challenging love life up to this point, and you are finally seeing, I can get past the challenges, right? You've been able to overcome something. Okay, like I said, for many of you that have had some really challenging energy that you've been dealing with in your recent past, this hangman is so important because this is truly a very spiritual energy where we gain a lot of spiritual enlightenment. We're able to kind of change our perspective on the things that we've gone through. We start to see, what has this situation taught me? How have I grown? How have I evolved? Or maybe how have I outgrown a situation that maybe I wasn't able to see that this wasn't a fit for me. But now as I'm on the other side of this, I can see how maybe this, for some of you, this situation or this person or something that you were dealing with needed to be removed from my life. Okay, so that Six of Wands is like a need for patting yourself on the back for being able to kind of overcome something here. But for others of you, I see the Six of Wands as you getting attention, like people coming towards you. And it could be that you do have choices, you do have options here. So let's see what else. Pile 3, what can you expect in your love life over the next 3 months? We also have the Hierophant energy. Okay, now I am getting a message here for some of you, and this will not be for all of you, but specifically for those of you that could be in going through a separation right now with a person that you are married to. Some of you may actually be able to bring renewal into your marriage or into this partnership that you do have with this person. Okay, so it could literally be that you are reconciling your marriage, or finding that you were able to really work towards healing that. Okay, it won't be for all of you because you'll have to really pay attention and focus on what energy, of course, your partner is giving to you. But for some of you, I see that that could be something that is possible for you. Okay, so let's see what else. Some of you, it can be that you do have a new opportunity in love here that would be something that does lead to a traditional or serious type of commitment for you. Okay, meaning all the challenge, all the struggle, it was worth it. Okay, because there is, for some of you, somebody new coming in that you will find that you do, I feel like, have a very strong connection to, and this will be someone who is looking for something serious. Okay, so the next 3 months in love for pile number 3, what can I expect 3 months from now in their love life? 8 of Wands. Yeah, so some of you, I feel like you could be receiving some type of news, communication, good news in love. It could be someone sending messages to you. The 8 of Wands is about very fast, quick movement. For some of you, this can even be huge changes that are happening for you very quickly within your love life 3 months from now. It could be that things are changing in a really positive direction for some of you. Okay. And then we also have the King of Wands energy here. Yeah, so some of you, I'm seeing multiple people coming in for you. And I feel like this, like I said, it will be someone that you feel very strongly attracted to, very passionate connection that you will feel with this person. I'm getting a huge fire sign energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, so those of you that are single and looking for someone, I feel like this person may be coming in for you. Looking at this 8 of Wands here, she's got her little bow and arrow here, and she looks like she's got her eyes set on someone, right? And she's shooting it right at this King of Wands. So many of you, it could be, yes, finding someone here, connecting in with someone, reconnecting, or even reconciliation for some of you. Some of you, it is being able to kind of move past that challenge or something that you may have been going through with someone. Some of you will be receiving messages, news, even from someone who maybe there were some challenges or difficulties with that person in that connection. Okay, and for others of you that were kind of in a situation where you were going through some type of divorce and it's been just crazy and involving all kinds of drama and lots of not so great things. And I feel like this energy looks pretty positive, that you kind of are able to kind of overcome this. I feel like it's also for many of you through the support of friends, support, family, friends, being able to really work on your own healing, self-love, and really having a change or shift in perspective, and really kind of maybe even coming to a time in your life where you've learned many lessons, and it could be really gaining your confidence, your strength back, okay? Is what I'm seeing here. Feeling motivated again, right? Kind of getting your power back in a way is kind of what I'm seeing for some of you here as well. Okay. So we've also got Taurus energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer energy, Libra, Capricorn. We've already got some Taurus energy here. Leo. Okay, so let's go into our oracle messages and see what else can you expect in your love life 3 months from now. Pile number 3, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have release. Okay, and I almost feel like every single pile got this card. Okay, so this is release of something from the past. It can also be releasing maybe something within you, right, that you've been holding on to. So we're finding renewal here. We have forgiveness. Okay, yeah. So some of you, it could be that if there has been a really challenging situation or even something that you've been holding on to, right? Pain, anger, resentment, something, heaviness here, that you're finally able to kind of find forgiveness towards a person or towards a situation, right? And you're able to release it. You're able to let it go and not allow it to be something that creates blockages for you. Okay. So what else? What can Halfree expect in their love life 3 months from now? Potential. Okay. So we like that, especially for those of you that are looking for love. We've got potential here, right? We also have pleasure. Okay. So that to me also with potential and pleasure here could be that this is something, especially with the King of Wands, Knight of Wands. It could be something that does make you feel really happy connecting with someone new, where you do feel a really strong attraction to them, passionate energy here, maybe having a good time with that energy of pleasure. So let's see what else. What can Palfrey expect? We have children here, and it says your love life is being affected by children. Now, some of you may have children, right? And it could be that if you are like a single parent and you have to kind of juggle, right? You have to make time for your love life, trying to meet someone new, and trying to find a babysitter and all that kind of good stuff. For others of you, it can be inner child healing, right? Inner child healing. It could be maybe that is something that you're needing to release here. Okay, so take that how it resonates. We do have children here, so let's see. Okay, so we also have you deserve love. Okay, and it says you are lovable. And I love that. Look at that. There's 2 here. Okay, so I feel like this is also Spirit saying here, don't give up, right? Even if love has not been kind to you, situations, right? This is really Spirit wanting you to understand that you do deserve love. You deserve to have the love that you're truly looking for. Okay, it could be working on your self-confidence, your self-worth, right? No longer self-sabotaging. Look at that. Release your ex. Okay. It's just the time has come to clear your energy. Okay. So some of you, this could be releasing an ex partner. Okay. Knowing that if this is something that didn't work out, right? To trust that you are meant to find, like I said, the love that you're actually deserving of. Okay. And then we also have let your friends help you. Okay. And it says ask for and accept support from others. And that's what I was saying, what I like about you guys having the 3 of Cups here, because it could be that you're kind of getting your spark back. It could be for some of you, you're allowing your friends to really give you advice, guidance. Maybe for some of you, your friends can be setting you up on a date, connecting with someone new, or even just being a support system for you. If you are someone who's kind of recovering from something that has been really challenging, really painful, that you're kind of allowing your friends to step into your life, right? It can even be for those of you say, okay, I don't have any friends, right? Your spirit guides, your spirit team, right? Family members, people that, maybe your friends are like family to you, okay? For some of you. Let's see what else. Pile 3. What can you expect in your love life? We have take a leap of faith. Okay. Now for some of you, this can be stepping out there, right? Completely new direction, trusting in the unknown, no longer being afraid of it. We have letting go, and it says learn to let go. Okay. So some of you, I am seeing that. All right. There is a need for release here. We also have intuition here, and it says trust your intuition. Let's get one more. And then we have originality here, and it says blaze your own trail, right? So this is you, for many of you, taking the lead in your love life, right? You being in control, you being in a place of power of leading it in the direction of the experience that you're wanting to have. And if something is not making you feel good, something does not feel right, this is where you step up to say, okay, no more. I let this go so that I can really bring myself into alignment for what is. Okay? So pile 3, what can you expect in your love life? We have peace. Okay? So for some of you, it's like, finally, right? Finally, I have peace. Finally, I don't have to deal with this or that. We also have thinker here. Okay? So some of you can even be thinking about maybe ways in which you're improving yourself, working on yourself, or ways of things that you need to do, right? We have never-ending story here. So for some of you, it can be just kind of that you're still kind of struggling, right, with the release your ex here, okay? Letting things go from the past, working on forgiveness, working on releasing, especially for those of you that kind of feel like your love life has been kind of repetitive, where you keep meeting the same person over and over and over again, right? This can also be you reflecting on how maybe there's something within your own energy, right, that needs healing, right? So that as you work towards changing and healing your own energy, you elevate your vibration in doing so, right? When we can forgive and release certain things from the past, that also helps us to change our vibration. So for some of you, it can be really working towards, having or finding peace within the self after we're able to release, which I feel like is going to be really important for you. So let's see what else. We also have building blocks here. Okay, so to me, this is really you working towards bringing about stability, security for yourself. It can even be that you're working towards building something with someone else. Okay, we do have flexible at the bottom. So for some of you, it can even be that you are maybe say becoming more flexible with the universe, right? You or, kind of, not trying to force certain things, but just kind of allowing things to unfold, making changes and compromises maybe where you need to, maybe even with meeting and connecting with someone new, right? For some of you, maybe the new person you could be connecting to could even be someone who does have children, okay? So of course that would mean that, you would need to find someone that's flexible with you if you are someone who's a single parent, or kind of vice versa for those of you that are in that situation, okay? But yeah, to me, this is kind of keeping yourself really open, receptive to whatever it is that spirit is kind of guiding or bringing into your life here. So let's see what else. Pile 3, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have choose love, and it says you always have a choice. Make yours with love. Okay? So this can really be maybe if you feel like the person that you are finding or even you're connecting with, if they're, especially if they're not, you feel like they're not the right fit, right? You make sure that this is going to be someone who's going to love you in the same way that you are truly loving and opening yourself up to them. Okay, this is really spirit saying you do have a choice, right? Our choices are really kind of setting us up for the experiences that we have. Okay, we have to take accountability for that sometimes as well. We also have focus on love, and it says look for the good in everyone. Okay, so sometimes, okay, I will say this because we do have flexibility here, right? Sometimes if we have a certain person that we want to date or we want to be involved with, right? And we can say, okay, I want this person to be this tall, they have to dress like this, they have to look like this, they have to, have X amount in their bank account, or, I only want someone who's going to be able to do this. Us, sometimes we need to be a little bit more flexible. Sometimes being a little bit rigid, or we feel like, okay, well, I wanted someone who is 5'10" and this person's 5'9", we'll say, right? So I feel like this is really spirit saying maybe sometimes, because we can be sometimes super critical or judgmental or things like that. So it can be a need for us to just kind of, Sometimes it's needing to give people a chance. Sometimes it's if there's something, that's a little bit off about a person's personality, or there's something that we're really not liking. We don't like the shoes that they wear. And we kind of say, okay, I don't want to go out with that person anymore because I don't like their shoes. Right. So this is really needing to understand that we too, right, are not perfect. We have our own faults. We could have a funny laugh. We could have, really like, I don't know, just different things, right? They're different things. We're not perfect. So I feel like in some way this is Spirit saying focus on the energy of love, right? And try to see the good in all people. But if there, of course, that there are some deal breakers out there, like a person has some type of certain pattern of behavior that is really toxic or something that you don't want to be involved with, of course, you know, you may need to kind of reevaluate that connection. But yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying here, look for the good in everyone, be flexible, right? Because we put in order of something that we want to the universe, and they'll bring us something that's a little different, and we're just like, no, right? But I feel like Spirit's saying, be open, right? Because that person that we have in mind for ourselves may differ a little bit from what Spirit actually brings to us, but us being open, to that person, because it could even be someone who has a completely different, type of personality. They're a complete opposite than us, right? But they could be perfect for us. Okay? So let's see what else. We have the heart of the matter, and it says there is more going on than meets the eye. So another pile got this as well. And really the message with this card is to understand and trust and have faith in the universe that your spirit guides, your spirit team are orchestrating, right? Everything, helping you to lead you into maybe specific lessons that you need for your soul, or, to help and meet you connect to certain people. So I feel like those of you that have really wished and hoped and dreamt and, finding the right person or things like that, that this is Spirit saying, look at this beautiful picture, right? It's kind of like as this little person is sleeping here, there's so much that's kind of being created here and working towards being manifested, that even though you may not necessarily see the perfect love in your life right now, knowing, especially that's number 22 there. Okay. So yeah, for some of you can be, maybe in a very important number to you. But, to me, this is also Spirit trying to really help you to align with the person that you're really meant to be with, and trust that if you just don't see it quite yet, trust that it is on the way for you. So let's see what else. Pile 3, what can you expect in your love life 3 months from now? We have prosperity lies ahead. We have a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, so that's pretty positive news. For some of you, this prosperity could be that you do feel very abundant with family, with friends, with love, things of that nature. Some of you, it quite literally might be that you are, getting some type of raise or bonus or opportunity elsewhere there as well that's going to really help you to bring in extra finances too. We have a win-win outcome is forecast with a full moon in Libra. Okay, so some of you, that can really mean that there is a really positive situation that happens for you when it comes to your love life. We also have it's time to release negativity. Okay, so this is just that releasing, clearing, especially like I said, for those of you that have gone through some really challenging stuff in your past, still things that you're needing to forgive and release, right? Like I said, as we release and clear this energy, we're letting Spirit know we've learned these lessons, we're done with them. Bring us someone good. Bring us someone good, right? Okay, so last message, pile 3. We're just going to get some advice, some guidance that Spirit has for you. What is your advice, your guidance? Into this one. Okay, so it says strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Okay, and that one is by Albert Einstein. And it says, I am a good example for those around me. Okay, so this can really say a lot about you kind of checking your own energy, right? Are there some things within your own energy that you feel like you need to kind of work on? We all have things we need to work on, right? So this is really kind of admitting to yourself, where can I work on myself? Where can I become a better version of myself, right? So you're kind of, by working on your own energy, that energy is going to reflect the experience that you have, especially when it comes to love, right? Because we're attracting certain people for a reason, okay? So this is a time for you to really kind of look at your own energy And what kind of experiences are you attracting into your life? Do you notice that if they're with people that are emotionally unavailable, people that have wounds, maybe some type of, situation with maybe with working on communication can also be something for you. Okay. So it can also be you kind of embodying the energy that you wish to kind of bring into your life as well, right? If you're wanting a loving, beautiful connection that is full with, good communication skills from a partner, you're wanting to be loved unconditionally, you're wanting to be respected, that you also have to make sure that your energy is also right just in that place there as well. So it's also a good time for reflection to see, how can I work on myself? How can I become a better version of myself? Right? So allowing for flexibility too is also the big message here. Okay? So I'm going to leave it here for you, pile number 3. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.